Hey everybody, hey, come on in. It's your girl V over here with the tea, where the tea is gonna be told. Come on in and enjoy yourself this afternoon. Drop a teacup in if you can hear me, everybody, so that I know everything is good for you, okay? Alrighty. Somebody give me a thumbs up or a teacup if you can hear me, okay? All right. So I want to welcome everybody in. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We're on TB Told Live. Getting ready to have a quick conversation with y'all. Questions got sent over to me. So I'm about to ask those tonight, what everybody is asking me. And y'all know the hot topic. Hey, Dr. Waller. Hey, girl. Hey. So y'all know the hot topic for me has been me swimming at this big 61-year-old age and loving every bit of it. So tonight I have been asked quite a few questions. So I'm going to come in and we're going to sip and spill some tea. How about that? Okay? All right, we'll be starting in just a minute. I do have a little time now, about 8:04. So, hey, we can go ahead and start this thing on up. Thank y'all so much for joining in. Thank you for watching the lives. Thank you for participating and everything. So tonight we're going to be talking about learning to swim at 61. I had quite a few questions come over, and different people are saying different things, and they want to know about me and this swim journey. And I want y'all to know, because if you have never experienced this, honey, let me tell you one thing. This is a big deal, okay? All right, so tonight I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I have questions. I am Virginia Sharp. I am your girl V. I am the messenger. And thank you, Dr. Waller. And I am also that girl, as I've been told by one of my followers. So I just want to share with you guys real quick about my journey, learning to swim, how it came about, and several questions have come over, and I'll ask the questions, answer the questions or whatever, so I can share with you guys. But I just want to first start off by saying I want to give a big shout out tonight to Kenneth Rozier. He minister, pastor, coach, instructor, family man, just all kinds of kudos and thanks to him. Ken is one of the most patient instructors I've ever been around, and he not only leads by example, he is a man of God who also walks by faith and actually trains, I'm gonna say, by faith, because we have been able to learn a lot from him spiritually and mentally, emotionally, with a lot of us being real scared. A lot of us being scared of the water, and a lot of us being, okay, all right, I was just trying to readjust a couple of things. A lot of us being so afraid of the water and never being taught how to swim. It's a big deal for us. It has really been a big deal. So about 3 weeks ago, as some of y'all know, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I set out to search for someone to teach me how to swim, knowing that I was super scared, afraid of the water, did not know what that would entail or what that would look like for me fear-wise. But along that, I found that there were other people who was just as afraid as I was. Some of even a little bit more terrified than I was. But what we did was we found one of the best coaches out here, instructor, coach, whatever you want to call it, with aquatic swim education, which is Kenneth Rozier. Had a lot of people sign up after I started the search on that, and they signed up basically saying, hey, I wanna try it too. I've always wanted to do it, never was able to. Just fear has always held me back, and I am truly the same type of person with that. So when I tell you guys, this is a big deal for me. It's bigger than just getting in the pool, getting in the water for me. It has really played a major role right now, this last 2 weeks, in how I move around, the things that I do, the way I believe, how I feel, my trust and my faith. So it has exercised a whole lot of things for me. So here I am. This is week number 3. Week 1 and 2, I can tell you was the most amazing weeks. Walking in the water, never have did that before, and learning how to swim, and sitting on the diving board and let Ken push me in the water. It was it was a real big deal. But y'all, when I tell you, I have learned some major invaluable lessons, and along with myself, other women and a few men, I think, have even come to swim. We took in, and when I say we, I'm gonna speak of Ken as well, but we took in, I think, anywhere between 15 to 20 people. We overwhelmed his class. Ken created 3 classes. After I reached out to him and people wanted to swim, he created 3 classes. I think it was 3 more classes, because Ken had already been teaching since the beginning of June. And I think he was just going to go until the end. I don't know how long he was going to go. I'm going to just say that. But I do know he took it over to the end of this week for us all to be able to get the skills that we needed. And the classes were Monday through Thursday from 7 to 8. Or he even had some, I think we do the children from somewhere between 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, and we were 7 and 8. And then he allowed a few of us to come in that needed a little bit more. Thank you guys. That needed a little bit more encouraging. And he allowed some of us to come in at 6 o'clock so we get a little bit more one-on-one time with him. Okay. I would encourage anybody who wants to swim. I don't know, and Ken might get me if I say this. He's that guy. You guys, if somebody's going to teach you how at this beautiful age, I can say that he's that guy. But I can't tell you his schedules anymore. He created that. We are grateful. We've all learned. We want to share. I'll probably continue some more throughout the fall if they're offered. I know there's a aquatic swim school here in Warner Robins. And so I may take a class or 2 there after, just to try to start to keep the skill up. But when I tell you, this is a lesson that I have learned, something big that I did for myself that I feel like for me is life-changing. Okay? So I just want to share all that. I said all that to say, Kid the man. Okay? Kid is truly the man. I have wanted to swim for a long time. One of the questions that someone has asked me here that I found over in my messenger, and you know, I always tell people to send questions to my messenger on Facebook Messenger if you want to ask something, or you want to know something about me, what I'm doing, how I'm doing, or community resources, because y'all know over on TV Told, it's a big deal for providing community resources that's available so all people can grab hold. And just how we grab hold and learn how to swim. I put it out there, people start calling, we booked it, we came, and now we're here, okay? So some people are in their last night of class, last week of class, should I say. So this week right here is the last week that Ken is offering swim class for this year. I don't know what the schedules will be like for next year, because I know he has some things going on, but as I find out more, I'll always post it and keep you posted, because I'm gonna always be talking about Kenneth Rozier, the swim guy, okay? But I have a couple of questions here that was asked, and I'll share those with you guys. So if any of you all have questions that you want to ask, feel free. If I can answer them, I will. If I don't know the answer, I'll try to find out, okay? But one of the questions that came across to me so far already was, what made you decide at 61 was the right time to learn how to swim? I don't even think I put an age in the factor of my wanting to know how. I've always wanted to know how to swim. Never knew how to, and I didn't even want to play around water, because that playing with water, pushing me in the water, that kind of stuff, I knew that wasn't gonna work for me. So somebody was gonna have to, they probably gonna have to fight, y'all. I'm gonna be real honest. They probably gonna have to fight with me if they start playing with me to push me in water, but because I was just that scared. And I really didn't factor in my age. I just said, hey, this is something I really want to know how to do. My kids know how. My ex-husband knew how. My grandkids knew how. Everybody knew how to swim. And some of my family knows how to swim. But I never knew how. So for me, it was, I wanted to know because I wanted, now at this age, I want to be safe when I go around the water. I just don't want to sit around in a cute swimsuit, as I showed y'all before. There's some photos. And all I can do is sit around and lounge, and everybody else is in the water having fun. So that's one of the things that really made me want to swim. If I'm ever traveling with my grandkids or my daughters or whoever, and I want to get in the water, I won't be afraid. Okay, so that was one of the things that I really want to do for myself, so that I would know how whenever I travel, whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm going, that kind of thing. Okay. Here's another question. Before your first class, what was your biggest fear? Getting in the water. Getting in the water was one of my biggest fears, because I did not know what to expect. I did not want to be left alone in it. I was scared. I think I had a fear of drowning, period. I'm gonna just say it right there. It was a lot. It was, overwhelming, and getting over that fear was a big deal for me. Okay, but when I went, I was surprised at myself. When I got in, I felt more relaxed. I was learning how to move around a little bit, and got a little bit more comfortable with the water. But now I can walk through that bad boy, and I'm excited about it. Okay, all right. Here's another one. Was there a moment when you wanted to quit? What kept you coming back? I can't say that was a moment I wanted to quit. I had it in my head so bad that I really wanted to learn how. So for me, no, I didn't experience wanting to quit, in which I don't think Ken would even approve us quitting. He was truly upfront when we had to tell him upfront some things, if we had a fear, if we had a trauma or whatever, and talk to him about what was going on with us, so that he would know how to deal with us in the water. Okay. So what kept me coming back was my determination to learn how to swim. That I was doing it for myself, not for anybody else. And I didn't miss class. We were on time, and, first of all, he don't even allow you to miss class. If you miss class, you got to make up too. So I wasn't trying to miss no class. But I was very interested in the information that he was giving out. I wanted to learn. I wanted to know. I wanted to overcome the fear of being in the water. So I just decided I was not going to let anything stop me from going to my classes, and I didn't. Okay. And if you are taking class, please take it serious, because I'm telling you, it's one of the most relaxing and rewarding sports I've ever been a part of. Okay. All right. Let's see. How has learning to swim changed the way you see yourself? Now I will use my age at this one, at 61, and I'm going to say that. It has changed the way I think. If it's something I want to do, I'm going to try it. If it's, we're never too old. I'm going to say that, and I don't consider myself old, but we're never too old to learn. If you think it, and you think you can, and you believe in yourself, truly you can. So that was the me. I've always wanted to, I always knew I could, and I did it. Okay. So I invite y'all, please, if it's something you want to do, listen, we only have one life to live, baby. We got to live it while we're here. Okay. And that's my plan for myself. But it has truly changed the way I see myself, as I can do all things, and I got to believe that. Okay. And I can do all things. We'll just say that right there. But, all right. I have another question here that says, what would you say to someone your age who thinks it's too late? Well, I just basically answered that one. That was the next question. Thinks it's too late to learn. It's never too late to learn. And we're never too old. And, the next one here is, what has your instructor done that made you feel safe and confident in the water? Our instructor never left us by ourselves initially getting in the water. He taught us about the water. He didn't just say, hey, and I can tell y'all this from experience. One time when I went to take a class, I was told, hey, put your stuff down over there, come get in the water. I went and got in the water. The person said, you know how to blow bubbles? And I said, yeah. And she said, okay, put your head under the water. Wrong deal. I was not that girl. I promise you I was not. I got out the water, I got my stuff, and I left. And she and I had a conversation later about why I left, but just know, as adults, we're not ready for you to just drop us in some water and walk away. Ken never did any of us like that. First of all, life jackets. He made sure the jackets was on us secure, taught us how to put the jackets on. Then he come in the water with us. One by one, he walked us in the water, and, you know, he assured us, I got you. I'm not going to let you fall, you know, that kind of stuff. He made us believe in ourselves. And, you know, he even told us and taught us about, we walk by faith. We talk about faith, and we talk about, you know, having it. But when it comes to that water, how we so afraid to exercise it. So he's not just an instructor that pushes you out there. He'll go out there with you. Okay. And, y'all, that's a big deal, because I was in 9 feet of water, every day. Never imagined I would. And, not even when he helped me to come off of the diving board from a sitting, placement, you know, he helped me and, you know, was there to encourage me. I went all the way down and I came all the way back up, and I told him, don't you let nothing happen to me. But he assured every single one of us that he was going to be with us every step of the way. And y'all, he did just that. Okay. So I can't tell you what you will experience or will not experience with whoever you go to get your coaching experience from, but I can tell you, he taught us all safety, best safety, water safety. He taught us as much as he could possibly teach us in a 4-day period. Okay. All right. Got a question. He did teach about water safety. Yes, he did. He taught us, that was one of the first things that he taught us, Dr. Wallace, was about the water safety. Yeah, I'm trying to see your questions a little bit too. Connie, yeah. And I'm going to find out from Ken, what's his recommendation for anyone now who wants to continue swimming or want to learn or whatever, since right now is the end of his sessions with everybody. So I'm going to find that out, and I will post that on my page, guys, as soon as I find it out. So that, yes, Connie, you'll be able to continue swimming after your foot surgery. Okay. I don't think I missed any more questions. I don't think yeah, okay. Thank you, Verna Green. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Let's see. Robert Collier, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so I have a few more questions here. What was your proudest moment so far? Coming off that diving board was one of them. But my very first one was putting my vest on for the very first time to walk in the water. Walk in the water and learn how to push that water with my hands and move my little feet to make it happen. Those were the most proud moments for me. And I tell you, it's been life-changing. Honestly, it has for me. It's more than just getting in the water, learning how to swim. It's been a survival type mode and faith, and this is beautiful. I tell you, it's overwhelming sometimes. It's the excitement of it for me. So, yeah. But anyway, I got 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. If anybody have any questions for me, but I want to answer as many as I had, because I had quite a few. I had like 16, 17 questions come across to me about this swim thing. So not only was I wanting to swim, see, a few more people was too. So somebody put here, has this experience taught you anything that applies to life outside of the pool? Absolutely, absolutely. Walking by faith, believing in myself, and truly exercising my faith. Because we've all, and some of the other new swimmers will tell you, honey, we've said prayers in the water. Ken is with us. He prayed with us. We pray for us. He's had spiritual talks with us while we were standing in the pool, all of us. And I even got one of those recorded. I'm going to try to see if I can get that one where I can share it. But it was just amazing of how he shared his whole entire experience with us all and allowed us to see him as a swimmer, a teacher, educator, as well as, with his family, his daughters, and, his own family. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience. So we thanking him. We giving him kudos the rest of the year. Okay. But let me see. Here's another one. What would you tell your younger self about fear and taking chances? I think I would tell my younger self to don't let fear stop you from doing anything that you want to do. I watched some of the kids with Ken that came on Monday, and by Wednesday they were swimming across the water, like going up and down. I mean, Monday to a Wednesday. The younger kids have no fear. Ken did tell us, we as adults, we get in our own head, we get in our own way, we overthink everything. And if we don't slow down in the water moves according to the way we move. The water knows when we're nervous. When we're nervous, it responds to our nervousness. When we relax, we can breeze right on through it. It was plenty of days when I thought Ken had even put extra water in the pool because I felt like it was just too much. But it wasn't. It was because I would go sometime from day to day. I may tense up one day, someday I may relax. But when I tell you, I have been able to get through that water now every time, pretty much by myself. I've had the vest open. I had the vest off. Now, me personally, I don't feel comfortable enough yet to take the vest all the way off and just say I'm going swimming by myself. I'm not quite at that point. He's taught me all the skills to get in the water, to swim, to make it through the water. I can go get in anybody's pool, and I'm comfortable with my vest on, but he do teach water safety. He did tell me, don't be by yourself. So we're not that comfortable yet. I exercise in the water. I'm kicking my legs or something like that. But as far as like being by myself, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not no swimmer like that yet. Okay. But use caution in anything that you do. He did say that. Make sure somebody's around with you when you're in the water. And I'm going to pretty much always have my vest on when I'm in the water because, he's not there. He's not there to watch us, and other people are not going to watch us like our instructor was, okay? So just make sure that you're safe and keep yourself safe. The last one I have here is if you could thank the people who encouraged you to start, what would you say? I have to speak to myself because I actually encouraged myself to start, but I'm truly grateful that I did. I have overcome a fear of one thing that I've always wanted to do in my life, and I now know that faith is truly, truly bigger than fear. Okay, that's it for me. That's it for me. It's the faith that makes you overcome the fear. Okay. I do have one more question here, y'all. I try to get this one in before time to go. What does freedom mean to you now that you're learning to swim? It's refreshing. It allows me to breathe. It allowed me to feel like I'm gonna say refreshing. That's pretty much all I can really say. You will have to experience this for yourself to actually know what that feels like. But I can tell you, I'm no longer afraid to go by anybody's pool now. I'm gonna have my cute little vest on. I'm gonna, as I could say, but I'm now able to walk in the pool, stand in the pool, sit in the pool. Now, I'm not going to be stupid when it comes to a pool. I'm not, or ignorant about the water, but I'm no longer afraid to put on a swimsuit and go and sit in the pool. And that has been me for years. I was too afraid. I would go always hugging a wall or whatever. And Ken would say, sometimes we're going to push the bricks off the wall, just hugging the wall. But y'all, I had so much fun learning how to do this skill. It has truly taken all kinds of chains off of me, shackles off my feet, and the whole 9 yards, and just allowed me to just soar. And I'm so super excited about it. I am. All right, y'all, this is your girl V. My time is up here. I promise to not hold you long at all, but I am so delighted that you guys decided to join in tonight on TB Told. Every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. live. We're going to be talking about some good stuff, some great information, great resources. I'll just share with you last week, one of the asks I had was to find a barber who would actually do remote. And so we thank you so much, Sophia, who actually would do remote not remote, but mobile barbering. And we found 3 or 4 people. I'm going to also get the names back because they were sent to me. A lot of them were sent to me in Messenger. Some were sent on Facebook. But I'm going to get those names back because I want to shout those people out who will go around and do barbering for anybody that needs that. So that's one thing. I'm also going to be doing a gun safety class. So for any of y'all who would be interested in that, that's coming very soon. I'm also going to be having a doctor coming to talk to us about self-care, how and why it's so important. So that's one thing that you can look forward to as well. I'm also going to do a ladies event, and it's gonna be pretty up close and personal. And then I'm gonna also do one for men. So that's something that I have coming, something going to be exciting during the holidays. We're going to be doing quite a few different things that I have planned for you. So I'm working over here, okay? Just know it's your girl V. I'm over here as the messenger, your girl V, where the tea is being told. I'm super excited about everything that God is doing in my life and allowing me to do in yours, okay? I hope that I've said something to inspire, encourage, or motivate someone, and I hope that you will have the most amazing evening. Thank you for joining TB Told, where over here we tell the truth, baby, okay? It's your girl V. Thank you all for joining in. I'm going to go ahead and get checked out. I want to acknowledge before I check all the way out. Dr. Marcia Waller, thank you. Connie Odom, thank you for joining in. I have Deborah Rose, thank you for joining in. Robert Collier, thank you so much for joining in. I have, let me see. I hope I might be missing some of y'all because we don't come over at the same time. Like your comments don't come over directly to me like I would like for them to. But Verna Green, thank you so much for joining in. Connie asked, was it hard to tread water with this instructor? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's the most amazing, babe. The most amazing. Yes, ma'am. Let me see if I missed anybody's names that I could find. Vanessa Lewis, hey girl, hey, thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. Sophia Sneed, thank you for joining in. Thank you always. Hey, Virginia Lampkin Smith, hey girl, hey, thank you for joining in. Connie, I'm very interested in gun safety. Okay, Connie, I'll keep you posted when I do my gun safety. That's going to be coming up actually next. And there will be another session that we will be talking about right after we finish the gun safety. So, yeah, y'all, and I'm going to tell you over here, it's going to be lots of resources. So if you don't mind sharing this TB Told page, telling people, pushing it, helping us get more people involved with the TB Told, because it's going to be an informational type platform, okay? That's my goal. Not talking about anybody. We're not bashing anybody or anything or whatever. It's going to be resources. I do have several transportation companies now who transport patients to and from physicians' offices, wherever they need to go, and they do take Medicaid. That was something that somebody asked me about 2 weeks ago. We did find 4 companies. I will list all 4 of those. So hopefully by Friday, I'll have you a listing of the things that's already available here that I found, the people that I've talked to, and some people that already have used these resources that we'll be able to share on this page as well, okay? But I'm going to always be bringing them to you, baby. It's your girl V. I'm out here working. I'm out here working just for you. Love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I got to go ahead and check out. Your girl V. I'm out.